Hey, how y'all doing? I had a question about, taking care of someone with dementia and stuff like that. And, here's the thing. No two cases are going to be the same. So my situation's a little bit different. I know other people who have family members with dementia and stuff. And, I've heard really awful stories about, their family member just becoming really big jerks, and just becoming just mean people after having dementia and stuff. Thankfully, I'm grateful for that. That's not something that happened with my mom, but, my mom's situation is a lot different than other people because she was schizophrenic. I did care for her for most of my adult life. She stayed with me and stuff, and I've taken care of her and stuff like that. So, she has a little bit other things that she's used to being a homebody. She's used to, having her chair, having her TV shows she watches, stuff like that. She's got a baseline of that stuff that makes her happy, that she's used to and she's accustomed to. So I don't have to worry about, like, with some people with Alzheimer's, dementia and stuff disappearing and, going outside and they can't find them and stuff. I don't have to deal with that because my mom has a safe place. She knows, she feels safe, she feels comfortable. She doesn't leave that area, if you will, and stuff. She doesn't have a desire to. So I have that safety for her and for me when it comes to that aspect of it and stuff. But like I said, she's not someone who became violent or mean or anything after dementia and stuff like that. It's more with her. It's like dealing with a child. It really is. I have to schedule her appointments. I've got to get her ready for appointments. I got to get her, take a shower. You need to do this, put on deodorant, brush your teeth, all that kind of stuff that you kind of did with a kid, that I do with my kids, I pretty much have to do with my mom and stuff. And, like I said, it is what are you going to do about it? There's choices you have in life and stuff where, in some things it's like, what alternative would I want for my mother? Would I want her in a home, in a care facility, so on and so forth? I know enough, horror stories of those things and stuff. And, more and more, the pay isn't that great. The people that are applying, they're not happy in their job and stuff like that. And it becomes just not a good place to be. So it's something where, I don't want my mother in a situation like that and stuff. So we adapt, and make the best of the situations in life. That's all that you can do. So just, I hope that answers some stuff. There's so much to dementia, to these things and stuff, that you can't really share it all in a short video like this. It is something that you really have to put that work and that research in and just learn and grow on. So anyways, have an awesome Thursday. You're an awesome, amazing human being, and I love you so much. Peace out and bye.